G'day YouTubers and followers of my channel, Off-Grid and Boondocking. Today we're doing another video for our travel series. So this is about a reserve in South Australia at Cambrai called Meldanda. So I'll just flip this around. Okay, so Meldanda, as you can read, it's a dark sky observation point. You can do camping here. It's environmental education, and there's a contact there. It's actually, I think, run primarily by the primary school and preschool. So you bring your dogs here, clean up after them, and they must be on a leash. So down this path, you get to one of the parts of the park where you can camp, I believe, and that's where the dark sky observation people are. There's some instructions here. The usual thing. Now you've got to be aware of snakes, ants, rabbit holes, slopes and water bodies. Yep, snakes do exist here. Now it is only late August, but apparently the snakes are already about. So I'm just going to show you Taylor, our very faithful Kelpie cross, and beautiful dog. So anyway, here we have a beautiful blossom happening. Now walking along, this is quite a good car park here. In the distance there you can see the Adelaide hills, and yeah, fair amount of camping here. Now I'm not sure if you're allowed to stay here overnight, but plenty of room to park for the day. It's a largish park, so if you're going to maybe bring a bottle of water and wander around and have a good look. So it's all about bush gardens, it's all about education. This project was commenced in 2007 and strongly supported by the Murray Local Action Planning Committee, and it has received the National Resource Management Board funding from the South Australian Darling Basin. So there is signage identifying plants. It's a well laid out park. It's all about giving you information about the sort of fauna and flora in this region. Obviously I'm not going to show all of them to you, but there is, it's well worth visiting here, primarily because it's also the Dark Sky Reserve. Now the Dark Sky Reserve here is the first one in Australia, and I believe there's only 3 in Australia. There's about 150 across the world. What they've also done here is they put all the plaques of information about food source. So I'll just show you one here. This is the water tree, common name. And as it says there, the roots are dug up, cut into pieces and water drained from them. Often fire was used to heat one end first. So there's a number of those in this park. I haven't seen any snakes yet. I believe it's a bit too cold for them, but apparently they are about. Maybe we'll see one. So over there, there's a sculpture, and it's a stone bush curlew, native here, and they built that as a shelter shed. Quite clever, really. So there's probably some information there about who built it, how it built it. Probably the local school was involved. The beautiful and green at the moment. We've had a bit of rain in South Australia and in some of our regions, which makes the place look pretty good. So as I said, there is bits here about various bush gardens. So there's the native pine section, and what they've sort of settled areas aside. There's about 15 areas, I think, you will walk through and wander through. So this is quite a clever structure. Stone bush curlew. I haven't seen them in real life. I did see a not a bush turkey yesterday, but a oh, I forgot the name now. So there's another garden. There's mallee box. So quite a clever little structure. Looks quite neat. Maybe it should have been on the big things coins. So we'll wander around. It's a very pleasant park. Like I said, well worth a visit. So the park has a number of facilities, gardens and nurseries, walking trails and other activities. Now, oddly enough, some of the activities include beach volleyball and frisbee golf. Now, I've never played either of those, but there you go. So if you're into frisbee golf or beach volleyball in the middle of the bush, then this is the place. Okay, you can probably hear the fauna, plenty of bird life. There's a particularly interesting species of wren here. I forget its name, but it has a brown chest rather than the normal blue wren. So this is the butterfly park, apparently. There are butterflies in this area, obviously, and there's some instructions about that. There's one of the tree up there. So pretty clever. Now, we'll wander down here, and I'll see if we get down to the Dark Sky Reserve. Okay, so this is the River Red Gum Woodland, and this creek here might be the Marne River, I think. Not really sure. So, some beautiful old trees. Look at that. Okay, so here is a information board about the butterflies of Meldanda. Those of you interested in butterflies, here's some more information for you. If you want to read that, maybe pause the video and you'll be able to garner the information you want. I'm trying to actually work out how to get to the Dark Sky Reserve. So I'll follow this walking trail. There's a spotted emu bush. So anyway, I've got to get myself over there, so I think if I follow this little trail here, I might get there. And now it's starting to rain, which is great. We do need rain. It is actually nice walking through the bush in the rain. Sometimes we get a flash flood. I don't think we'll have one today somehow, so it should be safe. So this looks like the creek crossing. I think it's actually called the Marne River, not a creek. Anyway, I'm just going to put this on pause, otherwise you're going to be boringly watching me trying to find my way through to where I'm supposed to be. If I get lost, then I'll have to send out a signal. Anyway, I think I'm going alright. There's another post here. Plenty of bird life. Apparently this is Bat Island. I've just come from that trail over there, and in fact what I showed you before was obviously a small creek rather than the main river, because here's a ford crossing, and this is obviously the main river. Now it can have a fair bit of water running through here. It has flooded around here when it gets really really high rainfall time. Now, sadly, I haven't run into any curlews. So obviously this is the main car park inside the facility. The one I showed you before is outside. Now you can organise camping here. I think you do that through the Cambrai Primary School. Now, there's the campground. That goes into the camping ground. And then around here we have a small campground. And I believe, like I said, you organise this through the primary school. And they must be pretty proud of this. So I still haven't found the Dark Sky Reserve area yet. But let's have a look over here. Like I said, it's the largest property, it's 100 acres I believe. So I'm not quite sure where the Dark Sky Reserve viewing is, but this I believe is probably the beach volleyball area. What was the other one called? The frisbee golf, and let's see, an outdoor chess board. Toilet facilities, fireplace, so it's well set up. Probably a good place to visit if you haven't been here before. It's only about 90 kilometres northeast of Adelaide, so that's not far, and it's just outside Cambrai. So I'm now in another section of the park. I've just come through this gate here, and it's quite a clever little lock system, or a gate system. It's just a pin, some sort of a pin, which you drop in this slot here. Very clever. One of the better ones I've seen. Interesting. Okay, I wonder if somebody's got that patented. Okay, so here we have a lake, Mermaid Lake. Not quite sure how much water it holds, if it's a permanent water hole or an ephemeral one. Okay, there's no water in it at the moment, but it's obviously got some sort of an observation deck there. When it does have water in it, that'd be quite an interesting place when it does have water in it. So that was Mermaid Lake. There's some more information here. There's obviously a plant nursery over there in the distance. Now, here's some more information. Hoping you're still with me. It's a bit of a longish video, but look, it's interesting. Birds of Meldanda, birds of Meldanda, birds of Meldanda, Meldanda. Okay, I'm hoping if you like this that you'll give this video a like. Please subscribe if you already haven't, and keep following in the future. So I'm still wandering around. It's I use these travel videos also as a bit of an exercise routine. I don't do enough exercising, so when I get places like this, it's a dual purpose. Okay, another magnificent whole tree. Mind you, it's obviously at the end of its life, but anyway, beautiful structure. So I'm not sure where I'm going to end up now. That's looking west towards Adelaide. That's the Adelaide Hills. What a spectacular property. Beautiful. So as I said, here's the one of the nurseries. What a great organisation, you know. So it's a very educational place. It's wonderful for the school kids. It'll be a great place for families to come and have a look and enjoy a bit of camping, do a bit of stargazing hopefully. I did come here last night hoping to see some, but as you can see, that stuff up there prevents any stargazing. So look, I haven't found the exact plinth, I believe they call them, where they have the dark sky astronomy people setting up their cameras and things. But you know, hope you've enjoyed the video anyway, and maybe come and support it. They look for donations, so yeah, intriguing place. I've enjoyed walking around. Probably 5% fitter than I was yesterday. Maybe not even that much. It's not that much of a walk. So if you're into sky observation, camping in the wild, learning something about our fauna and flora, particularly for this region, then this is a great place to visit. So I not sure who's playing chess, but obviously somebody's waiting for a move, and maybe I'll add my piece to it. So usually I might maybe take this pawn, take it 2 spaces out, and then let's see if somebody else comes along and makes the next move. Right, so continuing on with the video, this is the I gather a camp kitchen. So that's a bit of a rest area, eating area. So here's the camp fees donation box. I'm not quite sure what the fees are, but I'm sure you can find that on the website. So now I have found the astronomical paddock. So this is the track that comes off the main car park, off the road. So I guess you just drive along. Now the viewing is done by the Australian Astronomical Society of South Australia, and they organise the viewing nights. You'd have to get onto them. It's probably on their website, assa.org.sa, I believe, or it might be .au. Not really sure. So it looks like it's a fair walk to the actual site. So I'll put you on pause again for a second, and when I get there, we'll have a look what goes on. Okay, see you in a sec. So after a few hundred meters, you do indeed come across to the astronomical paddock. Now, still a bit of a way off by the looks. And as I say, you've got to organise viewing. I'm not sure you have to be a member of them, but the Astronomical Society of South Australia organises this. So somewhere here must be an observation point. I'm not sure if all of this belongs to the Meldanda Reserve, but like I said, it's a great spot. Okay, and again looking west towards the Adelaide Hills. Well, I couldn't find a specific plinth or anything, but there's a bit of a cleared area just here, and I guess maybe they set up equipment there. Some tracks go off into the distance over there. So obviously they must put them up somewhere, and set up and then organise it. Okay, so there sort of seems to be plenty of toilets around, and this is at the back of the nursery. So I could have just walked an extra 20-30 metres past the nursery and got to the paddock, but I probably wouldn't have known anyway because there's no signage on this gate that we're actually at that paddock. But anyhow, as I say, if you're interested, contact the Astronomical Society of South Australia, maybe through their website, which might be awsa.org.au. Google Meldanda, and you'll get all the information about the reserve, its history, its background. It certainly is a wonderful place. So I hope you enjoyed this, and we'll catch up with my next video. Okay, so wrapping up, I hope you enjoyed my tour of Meldanda. Come and visit here, make a donation to this project. It's a fantastic place. So again, I ask you to subscribe, please like, and switch on your notifications, press the bell, whatever they say, and yeah, come here one day and enjoy life. Okay, goodbye for now.